Eagle McMahon, we've had theories after theories. You missed my theory last week.
Yep.
We've got a new one, though.
Okay.
So I get a tweet from Ozzy, and he goes, "Hey man, have you seen that post that is alleging that Eagle accidentally uploaded his departure video from Discmania on YouTube?" That caught my attention. I was like, "What? I didn't see anything. What are you talking about?" So you go to this post, someone posted on Reddit saying that they were just kind of browsing YouTube and they saw this post pop up that was titled like basically he was announcing that he was leaving Discmania. And he ends up like I think going and playing disc golf or doing something and coming back to that video to look at it again, and it's private. And I checked the video link that is there. It's hard to say what that video link is actually to because you can't see whose channel it is or anything like that. It just pops up. So the video link that he does currently have is private. Could he have made up a video himself and made it private? Sure. But is there a world that we can believe that Eagle posted a video by accident, right? He maybe scheduled it for a day early or a week early. It was supposed to be scheduled for next Monday and it got scheduled here, saw that it went up, and instead of like deleting the video, immediately went on and clicked private to where now no one can see it. That's not the craziest theory in the world.
No, that's got to be what happened. I've done it before. Clicked it up, had a bad title or something, and like, oh no, I didn't mean to upload it.
Go private, fix it, whatever. Now, the one thing that isn't adding up to me for this, post notifications. So we have people here on YouTube. Every time we post on YouTube or go live on YouTube, something gets sent to them saying, "Hey." Now, I will say though, sometimes those post notifications take a little bit of time to get sent out. They get delayed. So is there a world where he makes the video, privates it before the post notifications even come out? Maybe. I don't know. But this caught my interest. And I don't know, man.
Eagle's gone, dude.
You think so?
He's
no
gone.
shot.
He's gone.
Okay.
I don't know where, but he's gone.
All right. You heard it here first. Eagle is leaving Discmania.
Because here's the thing. If it was me, I would shut it all down if I was staying. I'd be like, no, I'm staying. Like, this is silly.
That is weird. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because he hasn't come out and say that, he's gone. It's simple to me. I don't know where. I probably know where.
I mean, you see it. You see it when like when someone's like a starting quarterback has like a bad game.
Yeah.
And they talk to the coach, and the coach just doesn't come straight out like, no, he's starting next week.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? You guys are idiots. And he kind of like beats around the bush.
Yeah.
That's kind of telling. So we shall see what happens. All right, other news. Alden Harris and Gannon Burr both announced almost simultaneously on Instagram that they are leaving Prodigy.
Yeah.
We kind of saw this coming, right? The first one was Gannon when he joined a different collector group. Where is he going to go? Is he actually going to go to Discmania? Is Discmania going to basically clear cap space, if you will, by not re-signing Eagle and bringing in Gannon? What
possibly. About like a trade? What if they did a trade?
Yeah, we haven't really heard about that. I have seen people speculate, like, is that ever possible?
They just trade contracts. They're like, all right, we'll take yours, we'll take the cap space, or you make cap space, we'll take over what he owes. Hey, that'd be a good trade because Gannon probably didn't have like a $1 trillion contract because we saw all that.
Oh, so Eagle now gets like Gannon's smaller contract?
Well, no, but in order to get rid of him, it was pretty simple stuff.
Hey, hats off to Gannon, though. He did a really good announcement video about leaving. He dropped pretty much every major company's tagline or something that you can reference or relate to something. He said leading edge. He said champion. He said I'm a dynamic player. He said world leader in disc sports. He said reinvent my game. So very clever post.
I was doing
Gannon.
my investigating during that thing. I'm like, where is he doing this video from?
Ooh. Okay.
Have I seen this before? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then obviously he's reading off of
Yes.
teleprompter.
Sure.
And so then I'm like, who has teleprompters? Not everybody. Not everybody's up like that right now.
You don't think it's like just someone holding like big signs and just like putting one big sign next to the next big sign?
It could be, man.
I did get confirmation from both Gannon and Alden that when, and I get it, you know, people want to do their own announcements and all that stuff. That's fine. Do we want people to come on here and announce where they're going? Yes, that would be glorious. But we get it. It's not going to happen every time. But they did say once the announcement drops, they will come on and talk about it. So
I mean, I was hoping Connor
that'll be fun.
opened that door for everybody.
I know, he kind of did.
Yeah, and then everybody comes here. But then John Rahm shut the door on us. That was a bummer.
Yeah, he did tell me he is down to do an interview with us. Just he's kind of radio silent. Right
I would be too.
Also, we have George Kittle too, also saying that he's down to do an interview. But I'm very nervous.
Is he leaving?
I don't. Should we try to do the interview before the playout? Like, I'm nervous. It's like, when's a good time to do that?
I don't know, man. That's a good.
Because like, if they win the Super Bowl, he's obviously gonna be on cloud 9 and be like, heck yeah.
Maybe we schedule him after, and then when he's trying to get on all the big ones, you know, like he's trying to get on Pat McAfee and he's trying to get on the Herd and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, no, sorry, I don't have time for you guys. I have a scheduled interview on Tour Life, actually.
I'll what is today? Today's Wednesday. Let me message him real quick and just see. I'll just see like how's it going. I'll just say like any chance or any availability
ever. We're gonna get him. He's coming on.
I mean, he's gonna have a week bye. He's gonna have a week bye. So leading into the week bye might not be a bad time. I just don't want to like try to get him after like he drops a catch and a touchdown to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then it's like
we want him at when he makes the catch.
Yes. Or before he makes the catch.
He got hit hard this last week. Did you see that?
Ooh. Dude, tight ends get wrecked all the time. My goodness. All right, other players' announcements here. We have Emerson Keith signing with Innova. How did you find out about that? Well, if you just went to their website on January 1st, his photo was there. Yep. So this isn't new, right? This is something that Innova always does where they make a list and they post it on their website. However, my question to you, Uli, is let's say Innova was going to sign let's say Innova was going to sign like Ricky Wysocki. Ricky was going to come back to Innova.
Yeah.
Do you think we would find out about that by the team page on January 1st? Or do you think they would have something you would know better than me?
Man, the things that come to mind, I just can't even say.
So you okay? Because
I don't think
Emerson.
I don't
Emerson
think they care. I really
Emerson
don't think
won
they
on
care.
tour last year. That's a big move.
Yes,
he won.
I don't think they care. They've done this before. I think that they sign players and the players are signed and they play for them. That's what I feel like. Because that's like something that is take some time. Do a video. You know what I mean? Like in disc golf, it's trends. Right now the trend is when you're going to a new company, you make a cool little reveal video and you spend a little extra money and you make it you make your player feel special, right? Mm-hmm. That wasn't done. My
question is like, is Emerson too low on the totem pole? That's like my question. If they sign someone higher than, like, did he not meet their threshold of like, oh, we're gonna roll out the red carpet, or it sounds like you're just saying Innova doesn't roll out the red carpet.
I don't think
for whoever.
So.
Okay.
Didn't they just they leaked somebody else too, like last year? They've done it before. I know that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
That's what I'm saying. And if they are going like, oh well, Emerson's not that that good of a player, then that's something to be said too, because he is.
No, he won a big tournament
There's
last
not
year.
a lot of people who won last year, man.
No, he won a big tournament last year. So
He did get on the they have a little Instagram deal, and I saw that today, to where they had him on there, and he was like talking
yeah,
about his roots and how
it's
he
just
was
after
happy.
the fact. It's like you missed
is
the
after the
big
fact.
people finding out
If it's
before
a
you
leak-
actually make the announcement.
Here's another thing. In our sport that I feel like I wish was better. Let's say that they do leak it and they put that thing in there. How about an apology? Why not? Hey, we didn't mean to do that. Like, we are so excited about having Emerson Keith on here. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that
no?
make
I mean
sense?
that would definitely be better for the fan base too. You know,
I'm talking about, and that's what I'm talking about. The fans, they're gonna do
yeah.
whatever.
Think
they
about
do.
if you're an Emerson Keith fan and you found out where he's going just by someone posting, being like, "Hey, I saw his name on."
Hey, here he is.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. A person I did not see leaving their sponsor this year was Nicolas Antilla leaving Discmania. This kind of came out of left field for me. Was not expecting this. Have no idea where he's going, but I think he does because he bought himself a nice car. And I don't think, if you lose your job, I don't think you go out and
Nicholas
buy a
is
car.
not gonna lose his job.
No, but I'm saying like
Right.
if
No,
you,
no, I get where you're at.
yeah. If you don't have a sponsor lined up already, you're probably not going out and buying a nice car. So I think he has something in the works, and him not playing with Discmania, that's a weird one for me. Like I just think of him in Discmania, similar to Simon, but now Simon's done a good job to where now it's Simon and MVP. So
Nicholas
we'll see if
is
it's the same.
electric. He's fun to watch, man.
Really, really, really good player.
So is Emerson.
Lucky
Emerson's fun to
Lawrenson.
watch.
Lucky Lawrenson signs a 4-year deal with Thought Space Athletics in a partnership with Infinite Dis.
Very
Lisa
cool.
Fakis is leaving Lone Star. Jessica Weiss, Bradley Williams, and Haley King all re-sign with Innova. Katrina Allen continues next year with DGA. Parker Welk is leaving Prodigy. Lauren Lettinen re-signs with Latitude 64. Gavin Babcock signs a 2-year extension with Discmania. Sullivan Tipton, who, if you guys remember from USDGC, had a really, really great performance. He is leaving Discraft. And the last one, because I want to talk about this one, Macy Valadiez is not re-signing with Dynamic Disc. So this was the one that was kind of dropped on my head right before the show, because I just thought, just like all those announcements I had, like, yeah, it is what it is. No, Uli, it's not is what it is. This is what she posted. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I just wanted to shed some light on the recent announcement that I will no longer be representing DD. Jamie is her husband, Jamie and I found out I was pregnant a few days after the Pro Tour Championships. At this time, I had been approached by a few other companies, but after discussing with Jamie, we decided staying with DD would probably be the best since I have been with them for 3 years already. Before I posted or announced I was pregnant, DD sent their first offer to me for next year. After feeling like I had played a good season, which she did, she had some really good finishes, their offer wasn't what I expected, but that's neither here nor there. After a phone call with the team managers, I let them know I was pregnant. I told them I had talked to my doctor and had decided on playing 10 tournaments next year, 9 Pro Tour and 1 All-Star event. We discussed what would be the best route considering I wasn't playing a full tour. Our next time talking, they sent me a different offer, which was unfortunately too low for us to travel. After looking over it, I decided to step away and look elsewhere. Regardless of the current situation, thank you for taking a chance on me 3 years ago. I personally want to say thank you to Jesse and currently don't have a sponsor since it's a little late in the year to negotiate with companies considering most teams have finished picking up new players to their team. We'll see what God has in store for me next year. Yikes. So this is a tough one for me because in our contracts with Discraft, the ones that I've signed, there is a play this many tournaments clause this is how many tournaments you have to play for us to pay you money. Now, obviously, there's stuff in there like injuries, and there's other stuff in there. And I'm wondering, should being pregnant be one of those things? Should getting pregnant be equivalent to tearing your ACL where you're out for an extended period of time? Because I get it to where if I'm looking to sponsor someone, if someone's telling me like, hey, I'm not going to do a full tour because I'm pregnant, the offer I'm going to give them is probably going to be different than if they were going to be full tour. Yeah. So this is a weird one, but what is your take on it?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation. But if I was a company, I would say, okay, well, let's work through it, you know? What about this now?
Figure out something to make work.
And then once you're ready to come back on a full tour, you have our full support because of what she did for the company in 2023. That's where I would sit.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, a lot of these negotiations, a lot of these talks, when the going gets tough, when something happens, you really kind of see where you stand with that company.
Yeah.
Because companies are willing to bend the rules or willing to, okay, well, we can maybe make it work with you. So it is a tough situation. I wish her and her husband the best. They are great people. I've always had good interactions with them. And it's really bad timing too, it sounds like, because it is going to be tough. But hopefully someone listening to the podcast, maybe, there's a good player out there and she's available.
Yeah, and congrats on bringing a kid into the world, honestly.
Yeah. So, all right. We will keep you guys updated if we hear anything about that.